All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome back. Tuesday the 17th. I'm Marcel from All City Services and I'm documenting my business, and we are at live stream number 34. So today, according to the title, I am going to be talking about a meetup that I had today with a contact I made in the past to do with commercial hot water and unlocking a new content style. So we'll get straight into it. I'm actually going out this evening for some dinner, so I'm looking pretty fancy, I reckon. Got my banana. And let's get straight into it. So I'll start with the meetup today. So I was chatting to the guy who does the commercial ducks commercial warranty and repair stuff. So they have a contractor for the ducks commercial work, and I was talking to him a while back about a commercial job that I just wanted to get some ideas on that had come in, and we got chatting, and I just asked him whether he ever used subbies for his warranty work or commercial work. Trying to I would let him know that I'm going to be starting my own thing soon, and whether he'd be open to doing that sort of. Ooh, getting some glitching going on. Whether he'd be open to. Hang on, let's get this camera. Hold please while we sort out our issues. Got it. Whether he'd be open to subbing out any of that commercial work, and that I'd be happy to help him out there. And he was very open to the idea, which was great. And then I suggested we meet up, say good day, get to figure each other out a bit and see what we're both all about. So that was nice. That was a good connection to make for sure. And it turns out there was a crossover with who he'd worked with and some people that I know. So I guess the lesson there is definitely kind of reach out to people and meet up. Don't be afraid to meet up with people that are in your industry or whatever. It certainly opens a lot of doors. And even if it goes nowhere, it's good to make those sorts of relationships and keep them friendly. Nothing worse than bad blood in the plumbing world, that's for sure. So that was good. Not really much else to go on with that. I guess I'll probably report back with how that situation plays out. But for now, it's just sort of more of a encourage people to connect, and also reach out and connect with me if you have any questions or anything. I'm always looking forward to meeting new people, especially in Sydney plumbing world. Now, content-wise, I trialed a new video style. Basically, I'd never figured out how you could do it, and I finally unlocked it. So I've been editing my videos with CapCut, and then I can use. So I used to make all my videos through Instagram and then spread it from there. But if I use CapCut, then I can. Okay, so I had to get used to the way that it edits because I was so used to editing on Instagram, and I got really used to that. CapCut is pretty similar, but there's some slight differences which I've gotten used to now, just with repetition. But right now I'm filming and editing on CapCut, and I'd always wondered, the videos you see, there's a video playing in the background, and then like a cutout of someone talking in the foreground, and they're like commenting or whatever the video is. So I unlocked that style, which was kind of fun. And the video that I made didn't really do that well in terms of views and stuff, but that's not really the point. I think what do we got? Yeah, less than 1,000 views. It's like me yapping in the corner there, and scrolling through my feed and like figuring out talking about which ones have done well and why they've done well. So I'm gonna keep experimenting with that and see where that goes. But I don't. Yeah, I kind of want to keep everything original. It's not like I'm intentionally keeping everything original, and not that all my stuff is original, but I'm not. What's the word? I'm like resistant to like video trends or meme trends and kind of video styles that you've seen someone do something. You've seen the same video done by different people, and it just looks unoriginal, and that sort of bugs me a bit. And I think it's better to sort of just keep it authentic and my style. But yeah, I am still borrowing from a lot of people's ideas, sort of seeing what I'm seeing. But I think I'm working towards developing my own sort of style. Now so that content, being able to actually like technically create that video was a fun thing to unlock. And then the video itself is an analysis on how I've been experimenting with hooks. So using like an interesting part of a video where one example is, so using an interesting part of a video and putting it at the start of the video in a very short clip to hook people, I guess. And then it encourages them to continue to watch the rest of the video, the context of the rest of the video for that clip. So an example of it is I like climbed over a water heater that was in a cupboard, like recess area, and it like seesawed on me and I sort of fell off it. And I actually remember thinking, I was like, oh, that I can use that as a hook. After it had happened. And it was all it just happened naturally, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna use that as a hook, and that's sort of where the hook idea, implementing the hook idea started, properly. And yeah, so I used the tiny like 1 second snippet of me sort of falling off the water heater, and then beginning the video as you would normally watch it from there, and then it progressed into when I slip off the water heater. So hooks, all my videos with hooks have definitely done way better with the views. 100%. Quick little update on monetization. $58, still going slow but still going. Where are we? 58. All the stats are still pretty good. Happy with that. I need a drink. I'm parched. Subscribers, baby. One more subscriber, El Natural. +1. Let's go to stats. So today, Tuesday, 1 install, 1 repair. Had a pretty easy. Ow! Oh, my knee. I had a pretty easy install this morning. It was a slow start today. Again, it was actually. I won't go into novel stuff, but he had a sweet a sweet garage of cars, and he took one of his V8s for a spin. So that was a bit of a treat. That's in my Instagram stories. But one install for that. That was an easy sale. Basically, just gave him the prices. Yeah, whatever. There was no real sales techniques required there. It was an existing customer, so he'd already had a lot of trust with our company. The heater, he actually had the invoice for that water heater on top of the existing water heater from 2010 on top of his water heater, and he paid like $1,200 to install that 16 years ago. And I quoted him $2,450, and he didn't, he was just happy to go ahead. So simple there, and then a warranty TPR valve, relief valve on a 50 litre. That was simple too. No sales going on there. Basically, just turn up, replace the relief valve, and go. We do find actually sometimes that in high pressure areas, if the setup hasn't got a pressure limiting valve installed, that relief valves can go. But this particular one had one. The vacuum valve had blown off. Now, that brings our numbers. Year-to-date installs, 29. Repairs, year-to-date, 38. Oh, shit. Total jobs, 67. That's a interesting number. My kids would love that number for sure. And we've got +1 on the YouTube subscribers, 35 all up. Views are pretty good for the videos. Friday never really gets good views. So we had 8 views on Friday, 12 for yesterday's. But that is that. Okay. I'm going out to dinner now. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you on the next one tomorrow.